When I first joined, TF2 was a game about having fun. It wasn't necessarily a game about winning. Yes, you could certainly do that, and some people care a lot about that. But the major thing that I learned in TF2 is that winning isn't everything. It's about having fun and working with your teammates and partying and maybe even getting along with the other team. It doesn't mean that there necessarily needs to be a winner, and that game made me come to terms with that. That game was probably the first game I've ever played that was a first-person shooter and mass multiplayer. It was very popular. That had a beautiful community. The community was great. Community's fine. Community's fine still. That's fine. Not what we're talking about. But that game was the first game I've ever chosen that I could just join into, have fun, maybe get. I was pretty good. I don't want to downplay that, but I would get in and I'd be fine. I'd play around and it'd be perfectly fine. Now, what Meet Your Match has done is it enabled competitive play, which is fine. I've never been into competitive play. I don't see a reason for me to get into it. I've never really been a big fan of deciding that you're better at somebody because of a rank, which is, yes, it's a valid point, but I think that everybody's good at what they do. Anyway, that's a different topic. What I do want to talk about is that Valve has done something unforgivable. Valve has had a lot of updates before that people haven't really agreed with. They didn't really like the recent Invasion update. They thought it was kind of unneeded. They didn't like End of the Line. I was fine with all of those. They were perfectly fine. They were what I expect to be an update from Valve. Keep that in mind, from Valve. I was fine with it, because they added things, stuff that I could just ignore, stuff that I didn't really care about. They did a couple balancing things I didn't really agree with, like the flog or the lock and load. That was all fine. I could live with it. Now, what I can't live with is that Valve has completely eliminated my main way of playing TF2. My way of playing TF2 was I would load up the game, I would choose a map, and I would jump right in. That was it. That's all I wanted from TF2. And Valve has completely erased that. What they've replaced it with is a waiting queue where they display all the servers you can see and could be joining, but they just don't. And you have to single-handedly wait there and just wait for them to do it at their own leisure. That's their choice of when they're going to put you in, or the choosing algorithm, or the servers. Before, you could just pick from a list of maps you want. Now you can't do that. Now you just pick like a game mode. Before, you could pick anything you wanted. You could pick anything you wanted. And now you're lucky if you even get a choice of certain ones, because if you pick like one game mode, you have to wait there for like 10 minutes. That's never in a game should you ever make your players just say, fuck it, I don't want to have to wait this long, I guess I'll just play something else. You should never have that. You should always have servers and games available. You should never be like, alright, I'm gonna go let this join while I go make myself a pizza. No, you should be ready to click, you should be ready to join, and that should be it. Now, there are exceptions for how long you should take to join a game. The difference is that when you join a game and it takes a while to load in, that's different. But when you click join game and you have to wait for it even to give you a server to connect to, and it's like 5 to 10 minutes, that's not right. That shouldn't be an acceptable choice that Valve made. Now, Valve has done a couple better things in this update. They fixed a couple engineer things. They did a couple of good things. They did a lot of rebalancing. They added a lot of new strangers. That's fine. They added a couple new maps. That's great. That's great. We need new maps. We need new content in the TF2 community. But what we don't need is Valve getting rid of our main way of playing with each other. Competitive is fine. I don't care. Don't get rid of quick play. That's all I can say. Getting rid of quick play was just an asinine choice that didn't even be in there. There's no reason for it to be in there. It's just Valve not realizing what we actually want and then pretending that they do. It's like they saw what Overwatch did, right? When I first started playing Overwatch, and I realized we had to go into a queue in order to start playing it, I was like, oh, that's gross. And I still kind of do, but I understand where they're coming from. But then when I went back to TF2 after the Meet Your Match update, and I saw that I do the exact same thing, I was actually disgusted with Valve. Because it's basically like they saw Overwatch, and they're like, huh, this is doing pretty good. Let's take everything they do and put it here. And even when they do that, they're still somehow more broken than Overwatch is. And Overwatch just came out. Valve has had so many years, like almost 10 years now, to just fix their game. that they just still haven't, and they're introducing new mechanics into the game. New quick play is now gone, casual, and casual is broken. Now, all this can be solved by one simple thing. You can still have casual. You can still have quick play. I don't know why you just get rid of one and then just leave the, like, you can't just do that. You can't just get rid of the way people play one game. I mean, if you're Valve, you certainly can, but you're going to lose a lot of support. You're going to get a lot of angry people on your tail, and you're going to lose a lot of people playing it. I'm done. As of right now, until Valve fixes their absolute shit, I'm done. I can't take this anymore. Valve has been screwing us out of a lot of updates. Now, before I finish this off, I would recommend going and watching Muselk's videos on it, and if you want to get the other side of the coin, the people that absolutely want to suck Gaben's dick for this, go watch Uncle Dane's video, because he's actually fine with all this, because he's a competitive player. But Muselk, if you don't know, is a competitive and a casual game player. He loves both of them. But them getting rid of quick play has basically ruined the game for me. I know I've said that a billion times, but I can't stress it enough how much Valve has just completely screwed over all of us that love quick play so much that they just decided to just get rid of it. Nope, hardcore, cut off. No, no more. You can't. It's like they were almost mad at us for not playing, or not wanting competitive as much as they want. They were like, oh no, what it was, oh man, you guys complain about auto balance all the time? That's your top meme, that's your top kek right now? We'll just get rid of it by adding a completely broken fucking game mode. It's just silly. Valve has just made so many poor decisions with this game, and I know, they have CSGO and they have Dota. Yeah, that's what's taking up their time. I understand that, but that doesn't mean they should just be abandoning TF2. TF2 isn't dead. There isn't just a reason to just give it up for dead. There's no reason that you should just be like, nah, TF2 is just dying. Let's just give it competitive. It'll be fine. And then that's fine. You know what? People are saying that they did it. They made this new thing so that people would start playing it competitively, and then there could be competitions, and then there could be all that. I don't give a shit. Half the community doesn't give a shit. You know, we like the creative characters. We like the creative animations. We like the community. That's what I like. We like the community. I don't give a shit about the competitive. I didn't know who Banny was until my 3rd year playing it, or I don't know. I don't even know how long I played TF2. Fuck, man. I didn't even know any of their names. Now, there certainly is a section of TF2 community that likes competitive. That's fine. They're fine. But there are people who like just the community and want to just get into quick play matches and just party. But Valve has stopped that. They're just like, nope, no more doing that. You need to wait, and it's just, yes. I know. I'm gonna end this. I need to end this because I'm gonna actually get like Earl Russell here. Yes, casual doesn't completely eliminate all that, but it does cut down on the freedom and the goofing around spirit that TF2 always had. TF2's characters were built for goofing around. That's what they were. That's what they're supposed to do. But you, by introducing Meet Your Match in casual, has just completely erased that, because people no longer want to waste their rounds. They no longer want to lose their experience that they could be earning by just goofing around. Nobody wants to do that. And by doing that, you've erased half of your community's want to play the game. Like, you've erased their entire drive. Me, I'm so happy Overwatch came out, because if Overwatch wasn't out and TF2 did this, I didn't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. There would be no other game for me to play. Now, Blizzard is a genius. It's almost like they planned this. People who don't like the Meet Your Match update are just like, well, fuck it, I'll just jump into Overwatch. People who have spent $3,000 in TF2 buying hats can now pay like $40 to get into Overwatch. That's so much of a trade that it's not even believable. Now, with this video, I don't want to say that I'm done with TF2 in the way that I'll never make more videos, and I'm done with the community, or I'm gonna sell my backpack. I'm probably never gonna sell my backpack, ever. Maybe to like charity or something if I actually do get popular, or something stupid like that. But not to charity is stupid, but the idea of me getting popular is stupid. I don't want you guys to think that I'm mad at the community. The community's fine. I'm mad at Valve for the reason that they don't know what we want and they won't take the time out of their extremely slow schedule to figure out what we want. Nobody is going to say that TF2 was worse back then than it is now. People will say that they like it better now, but they will never say that back then it was like some kind of wild land where there was no rule or anything. People liked it that way. We lived in the Badlands. We did what we wanted and we liked it that way. And I don't know, man, this rant has been going on for 10 minutes. Fucking, oh my goodness. Is there even any like cohesive argument here? I don't even think so.
If we win this, I will buy 5 loot boxes.
I
thought there was a woohoo at first. Woohoo!
Josh, please get a fucking new mic.
Oh god!
I'll sneeze.